good evening, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on today. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps keep the video on the algorithm, okay? So, like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things, okay? If you want to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App or Super Thanks. Okay. Your support for the channel is greatly appreciated. Okay. I appreciate all the new subscribers that are coming in, all the people that are sharing the content and enjoying the content and participating in the show. Okay. I wanted to talk about, y'all, this stuff is so crazy. Story I ran across: a Georgia man puts antifreeze in his baby's bottle to avoid paying child support. Okay, these people flipped. These people gone crazy. Okay, I want to read it right quick. Okay, now I'm gonna show. This is the baby right here. That's the food right there. It says a Georgia man was sentenced to 50 years in prison for trying to poison his newborn baby to avoid paying child support. Curtis Jack admitted to putting antifreeze in the baby's bottle in 2020. Um, the baby's mother, who was also a co-worker of Jack's, was hospitalized after giving birth to their daughter on September 24th, 2020. Jack picked up bottles of breast milk from the mother in the hospital. After delivering the breast milk to the child's grandmother, the newborn became ill and began vomiting within 24 hours. The baby was rushed to the hospital where she tested positive for I guess that's ethylene glycol, a chemical in automotive antifreeze. The baby survived and is now 3 years old. Jack was arrested on October 16, 2020. He admitted to detectives that he added antifreeze to the bottles of breast milk to avoid paying child support. The poison can be deadly if ingested in small amounts, according to poisonhelp.org. Police say Jack had previously insisted that the mother terminate the pregnancy. During the trial, the state presented testimonies from the child's mother and grandmother, law enforcement officers, medical experts, including a demonstration of how easy it was to poison the breast milk. Jack was convicted of all counts and sentenced to 50 years with 40 years to serve in prison. Hey, I think justice was served in a way because he really should have gotten the death penalty. Okay, I said penalty. I'm sounding like a preacher now. The death penalty. Okay. I don't know. There, I thought they was gonna show a picture um of the baby, but I want to show this video right quick before I get into my commentary right here.
Daughter. He told police he put antifreeze in the child's milk because he did not want to pay child support. A judge sentenced that father to 50 years in prison. Children's Taisha Fernandez is live in South Fulton, where she spoke to the lead detective in this case exclusively today. Taisha, this was a tough case for investigators, and I know for you as well to cover today.
It was tough for everybody. Many of the investigators, Karen, are parents themselves. I'm a parent myself. So everyone has just been disgusted by this father's actions, especially because he appeared to have some remorse, confessed to police, but then took it back. Today, I had the privilege to talk to the child's mother. She's not ready to talk about the conviction just yet, but she did tell me the child is doing okay.
It hit home because it was an 18-day-old baby.
South Fulton Police Sergeant Serta Dickerson was the lead detective on this attempted murder case back in 2020. He said seeing this newborn poisoned by antifreeze was tough.
With our job, we have to really tap into two different places. We have to do our job. We also have to be empathetic with the parent. So it kind of hit home based off of us trying to figure out who done it and what the motives were.
It all started when Curtis Jack got his coworker pregnant. She told police Curtis tried to get her to terminate the pregnancy for the entire 9 months. Once she had the baby, she had to stay in the hospital. So she told the father to come pick up breast milk from her and take it to the baby at the grandmother's house. Curtis told police he put antifreeze in the milk because he didn't want to pay child support.
That could have killed that child.
Yes.
It didn't. But once Curtis was indicted and faced several charges, including attempted murder, he took back his confession. So detectives and the DA's office had to work even harder to make sure the case was solid and they got a conviction.
It's beyond just getting a confession. We still have to prove that the person actually committed the crime. I mean, you still have to prove that the person is guilty.
Detectives were so confused by the motive in this case because they said the father had a good paying job and the mother does too. I also want to mention this. Police say Curtis Jack was engaged to another woman at the time all this was happening, so that may have played a role in this attempted murder.
Okay, y'all, this is sick on a whole nother level. He really should have got the death penalty. Says he has a good job, the mother does too, but he's engaged to another woman. And so, I think, hey, I always say, to these young ladies when they get pregnant and the man has expressed that he does not want the child, right? If he says that he does not want the child and he is adamant about it, especially if he's expressing that during the whole 9 months. I think people should take heed to that. I know in a perfect world where people are sane, people feel like, okay, well, maybe they didn't. He don't want the baby. Once the baby is here, he's going to love his child. These people don't have any love in their heart anymore. They're completely sadistic and sick. And for she was engaging him, he was still, he went to the hospital and got the milk and took it to the grandmother. I guess she was trying to make him inclusive, hoping that his paternal instincts would kick in, right? But people that don't have souls, that don't happen. And so that's why I'm very meticulous about I'm a paranoid type person anyways, right? But I think people don't allow their instincts to kick in, right? They don't allow, they override logic with what they want. Okay, if somebody has expressed that they don't want a child, especially in this day and time where every other person is sick, I wouldn't even want him around my child or me, right? Because I would watch that very closely. I would. I wouldn't think automatically because I mean this is how it's supposed to be. Well, that's the father, hey, that's his child. He wouldn't do anything to his child. Hey, you can't think like that anymore, right? But that's sad on so many levels. But I think they did get, because he has to do 40 years. He'll be croaked over. He won't get out no more. So that's the good thing about it because he looked like he almost 100 right now. So when he gets out, he'll be real old or he won't make it out. Okay. So that's the only good thing about it. But he really needed the death penalty. How can somebody do that to their very own child, right? But you know what? With him being in jail, that was back in 2000, right? The baby is 2020. The baby is 3 years old now. They said like antifreeze, like just a little bit of the antifreeze can take you up out of here. So God had a plan for that child. The child survived. He put the antifreeze in the bottle and immediately poisoned the child. Could have taken it out. It was a newborn baby, but with a child's body is way more um, sensitive than an adult's, right? Their immune systems and stuff a newborn baby, their immune systems are so weak. So the mere fact that he put that in that breast milk and that baby was drinking that milk, I'm so happy that the grandmother immediately got it to the hospital. And because she probably felt something in the back of her mind, right? Because the mother was still in the hospital. She might have known how he expressed his disdain for not wanting his own child, right? So I'm so glad that they got the child to the hospital immediately. And now the child is, I don't know if it's having any problems at 3 years old, but hey, is alive. And now he's in prison. And hopefully that's where he's going to leave up out. He's going to croak over up in there too. Okay. because some people are just too far wrong. I couldn't do that to anybody else's child. How in the world could you imagine doing that to your very own child, y'all? Antifreeze? Yeah, he gonna be somebody's girlfriend in jail. They gonna do him dirty. And somebody like him need to be done dirty. His draws and stuff need to be bloody every single day from them pounding. Okay, from him pounding. But he probably can take it because he probably been taking it anyways. Because a sick person like that gotta, they'll do anything. So them pounding him, it ain't gonna hurt him because it's probably already. But anyways, y'all, hey, I felt compelled to do this story and talk about this because I want for people to start being wise. When people show you who they are, believe them. Stop overriding stop overriding your logic. You will see it, you'll know it, but you try to override logic because you wouldn't do it. Stop thinking people are going to do a you. Okay, stop thinking that. That was his child. Anybody instinctively would try and protect a child that is not even theirs, and they definitely would not put that into somebody a newborn baby's milk, especially not their own. But we see how sadistic people are, right? But I'm so happy that the child survived, and I'm glad he locked up, and hopefully he'll croak on over in jail real soon because them inmates might gonna let him have it, right? But anyways, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.